autorecyclerswy@gmail.com. You can also find information and forms on our website, www.autorecyclerswy.com. For help in Spanish, please press 9. For Abby, press 1. For Krista, press 2. For general questions or sales, press 3. For towing during normal business hours, press 4. For towing after hours, weekends, or holidays, press 5. Auto Recyclers.
Yes, hi. My name is Adam bin Al Walid, and I was putting your information on my blog. I just wanted to show you guys some appreciation and thank you for allowing me to promote your business in a, I would say, odd way, but um, I just wanted to show the owner some respect and tell him that I'm not trying to, you know, disparage his business or anything. I'm trying to promote it through stories and writing and such. I'm the guy that has the story on my blog that everybody's so interested in, and I just wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate his company and I heard you guys allow people to request or choose the vehicles they crush. I heard that, and I made a request to you guys, and I wanted to see if you guys could do that.
I don't know if we do requests. We'll have to ask the boss.
Yeah, ask the owner or the one guy. Can't think of his name right now. The guy on the videos. I can't think.
John.
Huh?
John?
John. Yes. Um, I didn't know his name, so I tried to keep his name out of there. I just said owner of the junkyard in my story. I just didn't put his name in there. So, out of respect. So, um, I just wanted to tell him that I posted an email, um, you know, through your former contact information, um, in your, I think it was your email. You guys edited your
Yep.
website and changed that recently, and I just wanted to show some respect, and I wasn't trying to disparage your company. I wanted to make that absolutely clear. Um, I just wanted to, I mean, it's my way of promoting the business because that's what happens in the side effect anyway. So I just wanted you guys to know that that's my honest intention. So um, it's just talking about, you know, what people actually want to see in, what do you call it, the storyline. I mean, people
Yeah.
who work in certain fields want to see certain things happen and so on and so forth. So I just write about those particular facts. So I just wanted you guys to know that. It's completely out of respect that I do this, but it's not. I mean, it's because other people kind of want to see that, and I said, well, give them what they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that you guys understand that it's not a disrespect. It's not disparaging your business or, detracting from it or giving you a bad reputation or any of that. It's actually about my intention is to promote and show the process of crushing vehicles and, you know, adding a level of fantasy to it that people and using their imaginations as things are happening. They imagine certain things happening. And I was like, ooh, let's put that together. Nobody does it, so I might as well, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if I would like to see, um, I need I need you guys to make the next time you do the car crushing thing, be more detailed in the video. Show the vehicle where it was and take like a do a side profile of it, like from different angles, do the whole, like, from the forklift operator perspective, change perspectives, make it like a movie, you know what I mean? Add more detail to it, more watchability, take different angles and show the camera mount. It's probably one of those GoPro cameras, so you have a magnetic mount, so you can mount it.
I don't know what he uses.
Oh, I mean, I assume that's what it is, but you put it in the perspective of the forklift operator picking the vehicle up, and then switch the perspective from inside the vehicle, showing what it would be like when the forklift comes over and picks it up. Looking at from one of the windows. You know what I mean? Show that perspective. Change
Yeah.
perspectives a little bit so that it kind of shows the watcher, it's like, oh, that's what it's like for the vehicle to go from this point to that point, and show the whole process from the inside out, like a movie. Kind of create your movies. You know what I mean? It's kind of like what they would do in Hollywood. They would show the forklift approaching the driver's side, say, and with the forks lowered, sliding underneath the vehicle, and from the vehicle's perspective, and from then cut and show the perspective of the forklift operator and how the vehicle is tilted sideways a little bit, at a you know 15 or 20-degree angle, and it's being carried over here to the line, the intake line of the crusher, and they put it down and show the different perspectives, and then, um, is there a stack of vehicles, and how does it progress from that point? Show the whole process of even, making the vehicle heavier by putting more metal in there. It's going to get, shredded anyway. You might as well load it up. So, I mean, I worked in a junkyard. So, um,
Oh,
pardon me, there's a bunch of noisy aircraft going over my head right now. I live close to a base right now. So, um, anyway, so yeah, I used to work in a junkyard, and I've always wanted to see perspectives from the vehicle, from inside the vehicle, like mounted inside there, showing the forklift operator picking the vehicle up, and pretending that there's a person in there, right? I mean, even if the if from the car's perspective and the camera's facing the forklift operator, have the forklift operator wave, say hi, how you doing, kind of thing, and then pick the vehicle up and take it over there and load it into the crusher, kind of thing, just to give them some credit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of what I was hoping that John and you guys use the John Crusher thing. That's kind of neat. The kind of crusher that you guys have. It's kind of like a crushing assembly line, if you will. So I thought that was unique. And there's like six different kinds of crushers out there. There's that one, and then there's the one that's uh, like a giant foot that crushes the whole vehicle at a time and can rock back and forth. There's that one, and I can't remember the name of that one. And then there's the other one that folds the vehicle in half, and like they use in Britain. They have that crusher, and it's kind of like a rear loader trash truck. It has that, it comes down, does a sweeping motion upwards, and then it folds in on the other side, and then it crushes it into a cube. They have different crushers. There's six of them, and I'm aware of all of them. So that's why I try to write these stories about different ones to promote
So
them.
there's more stories?
Well, yeah, there's more stories than that. I'm on my blog. Oh yes, you need to scroll down. You go and click on the compactor thing at the top of my blog. Click at the very top of the name. Click on that, and then you just scroll down, and there's all these stories. Or you could go into the search, and pull up car crusher stories. I kind of tag them with that. And you can pull up all the different ones. Yeah, there's all kinds of different stories. I mean, just search. I mean, you could search or you can scroll and just kind of look around and keep clicking the more posts thing. And it's really cool. I mean, I like to work with John and try to make a video very unique. Like, okay, I'm trying to put this in a perspective and a description that would be accurate. Let's pretend that I'm in the vehicle. I'm going to put myself in there as a twin for the third character in the story that I'm writing for you guys. I want to pretend that I'm actually in the vehicle and that, you know, I'm, you know, being slated for crushing or whatever, inside the vehicle. We'll call it a horror story, fantasy horror story, whatever. Okay. Are you still with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. So what I want to do is have like I described, I want to get the forklift operator to pretend like I'm in there. I'll insert myself, three-dimensionally. I'll put myself in there, and um, it'll be in still images, and I'll try to make them sequential, kind of. And I'll take screenshots of the video and kind of work with that, and kind of like I did in the illustrations. I'll just kind of, pose uh, for the angle of the photo. I look at the angle and the lighting, and I try to simulate the same lighting source and the uh, angle, and I remove the background, and then I stick myself in the photo, and I edit it so it looks like I'm in there. And I was
That's
hoping that,
pretty cool. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of a complicated situation. It's very hard to do editing wise, but I'd like to be able to do that. And then it's like a green screen kind of situation. I'm green screening things. So I want to be able to add that the forklift operator sees me in the vehicle and goes, hi, and then, continues to load the vehicle anyway. You know what I mean? Kind of like in the story. So I was
Yeah.
hoping that we could get something like that and I can go in and capture some of that. And if possible, I was hoping that I could get the video, I mean, a copy of the video, so I can edit it on my phone and my computer and drop clips. I have to do screen grabs from the clips to sequentially make them work. So it's kind of an editing process. So I just wanted to see if I can do that if I get this requested video. And then if it's possible, Um, I don't know if anyone has anybody they know that you know is in diapers, a baby or something. They could take their diapers and just
I
toss
don't
them.
know anybody.
Okay. Well, I was hoping that they could put some in a vehicle and just load it into the crusher with that, and I can add that other characters in there with that existing background. See what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
just hoping. That's a request. I mean, if you guys get it done, great. If you don't, no sweat off my back. I'll green screen it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pass this message to my boss.
Okay. And by the way, it's out of love that I do this. It's not disparaging or anything. It's not weird. It's just like I said, I've got people that want this type of story, and I'm kind of catering to them, and I'm also trying to promote a business in the same sense. So that's why I do this with actual businesses. I mean, I have actual diaper factories in China that I'm doing stories on and interviewing, and I've got a funeral home that I did a story on, and I'm still working with, and an actual guy that works there that I gave him a scenario and I said, okay, what would you do in this scenario? And then he would go, oh, I would do this, 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 and this. I said, oh, okay. Do you mind if I write about that? And they said, no, I don't mind. And it's, the funeral company, and I said, oh, okay. And he wanted the funeral home to remain anonymous. I said, okay, I'll just use random photos, no problem. So, I promote, you know, people's ideas. I mean, actual workers. So, I mean, it's factual. And that's how I do things. That's why they're so unique, because my stories are actual people from actual industries that actually do this type of work. And like the dry cleaners, that's a story in development. I'm working with somebody that's an actual dry cleaner that wanted me to do a story, and their company has to be anonymous. And I said, okay, fine. Uh, but they're an actual dry cleaner, and they're they wanted me to do a story on a certain detail. I said, okay, um, I'll get to that. I just need more detail. So when you're ready to give me detail, I'll develop the story. So, like I said, it's actual people who work in these industries. So that's why if you want your company promoted, I stick all your company information up there and help promote it. And I'm hoping that you guys get more business that way too. So, you know, I get 900 and some people, well, between 800 and 900 people looking at my stories a day. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
So it's over 10,000 people views already, and I've only had this blog a little less than a year. So yeah, that tells you the kind of clientele that are there, and that they need services too. So I figured, well, they're gonna come if they're in Wyoming, then they'll come to your business and want to be able to use your services. So that's a promotion. So I'm helping out a little bit. And I don't expect any commissions. All I want, if you want to compensate me at all, would be to, you know, give me a request here and there. Grant me a request. That's all I really want. I don't want monetary compensation or nothing. It's just, showing a little love to the companies, and you know, you guys are a decent company, and I appreciate that. And I know it's a difficult industry, and I do know that some of the employees there would like to see an actual person being in there and such, but I've got a better idea. If they wanted to see such a thing, what they could do, and I know this is a little expensive, but you could do it, find like an old mannequin that somebody just wants to get rid of, and it's got to have a head and shoulders and all that, and dress it up however you want. Let's say a onesie, a diaper, or whatever somebody wants to know, that kind of thing, and put it in the car and put it in the front seat or the back seat or something, and then load it into the crusher and film it. I mean, that's what I would do, just because then people be like, whoa, you know what I mean? It's like a business grabber thing. And y- to get better business, you have to do something way out there to get noticed, because the average people do average things. You got to go outside the average to get your self noticed, you know? So even a soap opera, building a soap opera out of, your entertaining people, using aspects of your business, that would actually do that. I mean, I'll give you an example. In, let's see, places like Tucson, Arizona, and there was a place here in California that did it. I think it was a club of some kind of nightclub or something. And they went out and they did a soap opera that involved a shopping place, a store, some kind of, food store franchise. And they went in and head characters going and having conversations and dialogue down one of the aisles, and then they walk out and they go to someplace other place, and they had a whole plot, and they generated a like a soap opera like independent video that also promoted their business and several others that are related. So I thought of that and went, that's kind of a cool idea. I want to do that. And eventually that's what I want to get to, is helping create that storyline and creating a plot that helps promote that business, but also any related businesses, say Ford or Chevy, or let's say, I don't know, the scrapyard that buys the metal from you guys or something. I'm just giving you examples here. So, I mean, it's a business promotion that says, oh, well, you're going to go to this, and having a conversation with a, mannequin in, person, but the mannequin, I can green screen, remove the, swap out the mannequin for myself, because I can paint the thing, and I can switch it and add a video to that and make it look like I'm in the vehicle, that kind of thing. I can swap the mannequin for myself or another character or whatever. It's just like a face swapping, basically. It's kind of like that, but it's video.
Yeah.
So I just wanted you to know that it's a complicated thing that I have to do. It's very technologically advanced. Some of it's done with AI, some of it is done through other apps, and it's a complicated, very time-consuming thing. I spend 6 to 8 hours just trying to stick the elements into the cars, the diapers and myself and uh, whatever. I stick a lot to make one of those illustrations. It takes, let's say, 6 of them. It takes me an hour and a half for each one. So it takes a while.
Yeah, I bet.
So it's a lot of investment. So I just wanted you guys to know that I'm completely respecting you guys. And if there's anything you guys want me to add to the story, keep my number and ask. I mean, if you want me to take it down, I'll be happy to do so. But if it's generating business, I'll keep it up and I'll add to it. If there's anything you guys want to see, be completely unafraid to ask me to add anything. I mean, if the forklift operator wants to join the thing, fine. Hey, just let me have some information and let me talk to the person and see what they would do in certain scenarios so I can write that into the story. I mean, that's what this is about, is entertainment. So,
Okay.
all right.
I'll definitely pass this on to my boss, so
Okay. And I appreciate them. Thank you.
you're welcome.
And you guys have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Big ABA Productions 2025.